Good morning, everyone. I'm Melanie with Allstate. Welcome to AM1230 WSBB. This is Skip Deagle. I'd like to go ahead and introduce Skip again and let him tell us a little bit what's going on around here.
Well, thank you. First of all, I'm very impressed with all the people that came here today. I think we have to get a bigger office sign. We're very proud to be part of this community, and I say it that way because I believe the media, newspaper, TV, radio stations need to be a part of the community that they service and they're in. So that's really what we wanted to do. It was really kind of exciting. A month ago yesterday, we signed our lives away at, 11 o'clock in the morning. And then we went up in a big truck and brought all the equipment down here and brought it back to New Smyrna Beach.
From Daytona.
From Daytona. And I was so excited.
All the way from Daytona.
All the way, all 9 miles. That's fine because it was a rented truck and it was 79 cents a mile. So
It's cheaper than gas.
That would have been, yeah, today it would cost me more. But anyway, we're very pleased to be here. We want to be a community radio station. So the one thing we really want to tell you is if there's anything that you need to get on the air for community service, for your clubs or your organizations, please contact Suzanne. Where's Suzanne?
I'm here.
There's Suzanne. Suzanne is handling all of our community affairs and public relations with the radio station. All you've got to do is contact her, and we'll see that it gets on the air. She's doing a tremendous job. Now we also, where's Sancy? Where's she? Sancy's back here. If you're an advertiser that pays for advertising, listen up. She's the one that gets the commercials on the log and makes sure they get on the air, and she's doing a tremendous job. It's called a traffic manager. She's not the one who does the traffic in the morning, but she traffics if the commercial runs at 2 in the afternoon or at 8 o'clock in the morning or whatever, and she's doing a tremendous job. Ron Dejanay, where's Ron? He's the only guy with 3 names. Ron actually was my all-night man at the last radio station I managed when Barbara and I lived in the Villages, and he's our computer guru. And he is on the computers and making sure that they run, so we're very happy to have him. Ray Boylan, where are you at, Ray?
Here I are.
One of the things that we really wanted to do with this radio station that I've done at other radio stations, and as soon as I got here, about a month before we went on the air, Barbara, and we stayed at a hotel, I couldn't get any local weather. I got to the TVs, and they talked about Daytona, they talked about north of Daytona to Jacksonville, Orlando, and all the rest, but nobody talked about New Smyrna Beach or the community right around us. Now, I came from the Villages, and I like to play tennis. And I'd be out playing tennis, and I'd get a call from my cell phone, and Barbara would say, "Why aren't you home?" And I'd say, "I'm playing tennis." And she'd say, "It's raining." And I was a quarter of a mile away. And I kept thinking, this is Florida. This happens. So how can we have a meteorologist that talks about, hey, it's in Daytona, it might hit New Smyrna, it might hit one of the communities right around us. So we have brought our own meteorologist. Tell us a little bit, because you've been in the weather business for a couple of years.
About 55 years now I've been in meteorology. First 23 years were spent with the Navy. 4 of those years I flew with the Navy Hurricane Hunters.
Oh, wow.
Since that time I started a new career. I was the chief meteorologist at Channel 12 in Jacksonville, Florida for 11 years. And then for 14 years I was in Charlotte, North Carolina, WSOC TV, before retiring from up in that region. And now I'm fully retired with the exception, the notable exception of having the opportunity to do the community weather for WSBB and New Smyrna Beach and surroundings.
This probably all wouldn't happen if when I was 12 and 13 years old and I used to hang around radio stations, and my mother used to drive me to all those radio stations. So my mother is 98. She lives in the Villages. And actually, I want her to cut the ribbon. I'm going to stay away from her while she's got the scissors. I want her to cut the ribbon. And I got to bring my real partner up here now. Here's the one that said last June when I said, I think we should buy a radio station, and she said, go for it. And I'd work for a couple of weeks on buying a radio station. Then I'd get busy at the station that we were with for the Villages, and then we'd lose that station because somebody bought it or they took it off the market or whatever. And so she came to me in October and she said, your full-time job has to be to buy a radio station. So I want you to quit, and I want you to sit at your desk at our home and talk to people until you find a radio station that you want to buy. And what was it, a week later, Hal Gar called me, and we bought the radio station. So it all started. And another story.
And we are so happy to have you here in Usona Beach. This is cards of everyone that attended your ribbon cutting today.
Great, thank you.
So you'll have a little momentum.
Great, and I'm perfect at names, so I'll need this.
Great.
I forget poor Barbara's name sometimes. So.
All right, don't forget his.
Our Presidente has arrived.
These people are just wonderful, and I don't think I have to tell you about being community active and what have you, because you've really gotten off to a great start. And I know it will continue to be that way. And as I told you this morning, it's the chamber. Remember, it takes two. It's the chamber and you. We have a lot of activities going on, and if you are involved, it's going to do nothing but help the radio station. People are listening already and saying, oh, he's such a great guy, and everybody's comfortable, and we welcome you, and I think you've welcomed us. So thank you.
Thank you very much. We appreciate that.
Okay. Now for real, big smile on everybody. 1, 2, 3, cut.
Yay!
There you go, Mom. Wow.